Yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm finishing up from the last video right there. Um, from cheating and chilling, you already know. I'm finishing up because the video has stopped. But like I was saying, man. So you cheating on you gonna be cheating. You know you're not leaving your house till after 8. You know by the time you make it to your peoples or wherever. Sometimes niggas go chill with their friends first and do that for a little bit. That's gonna take you a couple of hours. Sometimes niggas just go straight to meet the girl. You know what I'm saying? Depending if the girl got her own apartment. If she got her own apartment, then you might go straight to her house. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all start your night there. Sometimes it ain't like that. Sometimes maybe the girl don't got her own apartment or something, and then y'all wind up having to meet in the street. Y'all meet, y'all going to a telly, whatever. Y'all go eat something, they go to the telly. You know what I'm saying? However it is, you're meeting up with this person after a certain hours. You know what I'm saying? When like maybe in 2 more hours, 3 more hours, your spouse gonna want you to be home, and you should be home, right? Um, so like I said, you meet, you might go straight to the girl house or however y'all doing it, and that's taking time, man. And tell you the truth, man, to us, for on men's behalf, you shouldn't be doing it, period, anyway. But for those that cheated like me, um, yo, a lot of times, man, yo, I didn't even. A lot of times, I didn't even want to. I didn't even mean to fall asleep. That's how bad cheat. That's what cheating and chilling get you. Because a lot of times, man, you just be like I said, but it all starts with leaving your house. You don't leave your house till like after 7 anyway. If you're gonna go cheat and you getting dressed and smelling good, that's another thing right there. Or let me just say that you leave your house smelling a certain type of way. Your woman know how you smell. You wear a certain type of you wash up with a certain type of soap, and you wear a certain type of cologne. Whether you wear cologne or not, but 9 times 10 niggas put on some cologne. So you wear a certain type of smell goods, and if you don't, still you wash up with a certain type of soap. For some reason, girls got these noses, man. I don't know, but they do. And you're not gonna be smelling like what you left out the house with. Um, and and you. So once you chilling, now you cheating and you chilling, right? Now you chilling, y'all chilling, you and the shorty chilling. Um, like I said, you might get to her like around 8, 9, depending on what you're doing, right? Now y'all chilling, whatever y'all doing, and when y'all get into the place, or whether it's to our house or to the telly, y'all not gonna start doing things right away. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna start fucking right away. So y'all, 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna smoke, you might drink, sip on something, and talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you really do. You know what I'm saying? Whether when you cheating and all that. You know what I'm saying? You chilling with shorty. That's basically what you really do. That's what you want to do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be cheating, right? So you really want to do that. So y'all might end up smoking. I know me. I want to chill, smoke. You know what I'm saying? Talk and joke, whatever. Get to know shorty, whatever. You know what I mean? And, that's what you're doing, and you're gonna be doing that for at least 2 hours. You're gonna be doing that, just smoking and talking. You could be doing that and drinking. You could be doing that. A long time will pass by fast, like an hour and a half will go by just doing that. So if then it's that little time where nobody want to rush into it or whatever, want to act like y'all ain't there to fucking shit. You know how that go, but that little bit of time, right? And so, you know, by the time you start smashing and doing what you want to do, you start doing it. By the time y'all start doing that, it's like 10 o'clock. Um, Now it's like 10, 11 o'clock by the time y'all start doing whatever you want to start doing, right? Now if Now, if you trying to stay out, like you might not even be like I said, you might not even be trying to stay out. Depends on the situation. That's more a telly situation, but I'm talking about like a shorty got an apartment. You know what I'm saying? Because in the telly you could kind of control that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to get an all night room. You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So if you do that 9 times out of 10, then you know you're probably trying to stay, but you don't have to get it. So you can kind of control the telly. So I'm more or less talking about when you dealing with shorty that got an apartment, um, because you get comfortable there, right? So like I said, by the time you start doing that, you know what I'm saying, doing what y'all doing, getting busy, it's already like 11 o'clock. And what happens is, y'all might be getting busy for like an hour. Depends on the people, right? Um, Now it's like 12 o'clock. Once y'all finish now, you ain't ready to leave right away. This is basically if she got her own apartment. You're not ready to leave right away. And this is how I got caught up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, after that, smoked a little bit, but yo, I just fell asleep. Wasn't even trying to fall asleep. I had plans on, I'm saying, even before I started smashing, I'm like, yo, I'm smashing and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And 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 even though I said that to myself, for some fucking reason, yo, I fell asleep. I wasn't even trying to fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? And I did. And I know a lot of dudes could vouch that. You know what I'm saying? If you real, you know what I'm saying? We all was cheaters, man. I was a cheater, so I'm real with my shit. And like I said, dudes could vouch for that. A lot of times, like me, I wasn't even trying to go to sleep. I had plans to be out and all that, even though it was like 12 o'clock. Because you still in the safe zone when it's like around, you come home around 12, 1, even 2 o'clock, you still in the safe zone. If you come home 2 o'clock, you left your house, you got your shorty at home. Even if you come home 2 o'clock, you might still be in the safe zone. You know what I mean? But I fell asleep, man, and wasn't planning on falling asleep, and woke up at 6, 7 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Shorty ain't gonna wake you up. She wants you there sleeping with her, chilling with her, so she ain't gonna fucking wake you up. She fall asleep with you. Or you fall asleep first or some wild shit, and she just sit there and watch you. A lot of other stuff come with that too, but right now I'm talking about cheating and chilling. So this is what happens, yo, with you chilling. You know what I'm saying? And cheating and chilling. This is what happened when you doing that. These things that happen. Not to mention you fell asleep, right? And now that you fell asleep, you don't forget. You probably a nigga like, don't take off your boxes. I'm a nigga that ain't want to take off my boxes. So you ain't got no extra pair of boxes, right? Plus you fell asleep, so it ain't washing nothing out. So you smell like that. You know what I'm saying? And so now not only have you not got home in time, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. You ain't home. You woke up, you like, oh shit, I ain't mean to fucking fall asleep. So now you rushing out of shorty house. Um, it's always easy to tell her, yeah, I gotta go to work. It's always easy to tell the girl her that because she don't know you like that, whatever. So you can always say that to her and just get out her house quick, because you gotta go. She don't care, you be out. But you're not going to work. You gotta go home now. Like I said, with that shit, cheating and chilling and staying out and doing that, and you fall asleep. Cause a lot of times I said niggas be wanting to go home. Had plans to go home, but it was 12 o'clock when you finished smashing, and you sat there and you wanted to smoke a blunt or some wild shit. Most likely a blunt in my case. And now you just fall asleep, blunt in your hand and all that shit. You just fall asleep. Ain't mean to. Next time you wake up, it's 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. So you gotta rush right out to go home. Now with that comes you ain't change your boxes because you probably smashed this girl with your boxes on, so you're gonna end up smelling like her, right? So you get you still got the ride. It's already 6 o'clock in the morning, right? So you still got the ride though. You still got the ride from there home. So that's gonna be like an hour, depending on where the hell you at. That's gonna be like an hour to get home. So now you walk in the door, you walking in like 7, 8 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You walking in like 7, 8 in the morning. Um, smelling like sex. You know what I'm saying? You walk in 7, 8 in the morning now. And you know she waiting for you to come in because you ain't come in last night. So she probably fell asleep. But no, people don't really fall asleep that much. You know, when you got a significant other and they out and they supposed to be home, you know, you really don't fall asleep like that. You go to sleep, but you know, because you know why? You checking periodically throughout the night from 12 o'clock. You know, you checking to see, because like I said, 2 o'clock, you might still be in the clear. So after that, anything, but they on it at 12 o'clock. Like, yeah, all right, it's 12 o'clock. See how long this nigga gonna stay out. You know the partner's on it like that. Um, so you know they waiting. You know what I'm saying? Um, So you smelling like sex. You ain't changing. You ain't got no boxes to change in. So you know you're gonna smell like that. You don't got no soap. You ain't using your regular soap that you left out of the house smelling like. So you fucked up all around, right? So now when you get in the house, right? After she been waiting for you to come in there from a long night of cheating and chilling, right? Now she looking at you to see if you gonna get in the shower. That's already on your mind because you coming in like, oh man, I don't want to get in the bed with her like this, smelling like another girl. You already thinking about that because you know already, and you know you like, and because that was me, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to smell like this girl. But you know you coming in at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. Your girl looking at you if you gonna get right in the shower. That's kind of a red flag right there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all having problems already. You know what I mean? Especially if y'all having problems already. That's a red flag for her, yo. Period. Or, you know, vice versa. Um. So she waiting to see if you gonna go get it in the shower. You know what I'm saying? She waiting. She's waiting to see if you gonna get in that shower. You stuck in a hard space, right? Either you gonna go get in the bed with her, be bold, smelling like another woman, sex and all that, or you just gonna take the argument of why you got in the shower. Me, I rather took the argument of why I got in the shower. So I still get in the shower anyway. Fuck that. I ain't gonna get. I'd rather get in the shower than lay in the bed with her. You know what I'm saying? Smelling like that, man. Fuck that. I'd rather her be like, yo, why you getting in the shower? Fuck it, man. I'd rather get in the shower though. You know what I'm saying? So that's the dilemma that you stuck with when you cheating and chilling. This is what happens, when you're doing that. Um, I know from experience, man, and shit is real. You know what I'm saying? So, like, cheating and chilling, that's what you stuck in. You know what I'm saying? And then there go the argument right there. You know what I'm saying? Knowing you wrong all the way. That shit happens, yo. You never thought you was gonna fall asleep. You wasn't even trying to fall asleep, and you fell asleep. Like you wake up at 6 o'clock, you're like, yo, what the fuck? I ain't even mean to fall asleep, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit that happen when you cheating and chilling, man. You know, shit is real, man. That's the type of shit that happens when you cheating and chilling, man. You gotta. So the best thing is not to cheat, man. You know what I'm saying? Then you won't end up chilling. You know what I'm saying? You'll be chilling with the one you're supposed to be with. You know what I mean? So, that's probably the best thing not to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that type of stuff, cheating always brings problems, brings relationship problems, bigger problems than that. The diseases out there. You know what I'm saying? You can wind up getting a girl pregnant if you still in the relationship, or vice versa. The woman, if you got a man, you in a relationship, you might, you dealing with some nigga and you get pregnant while you in a relationship. And it's worse because you live there. You live with the man, or y'all live together. So these things is bad, you know what I'm saying? And these things are detrimental to relationships And if we could not do that, I think it's best we shouldn't do it. I'm 45 years old now. I ain't got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? All that cheating and playing around and doing all that. If I'm gonna be with you, I'm gonna be with you. You know what I'm saying? Um, jealousy and all that stuff is something we all gotta control. You know what I'm saying? Because it's our significant other. You might like a person like that. So all that stuff is something that's relative, and we gotta. It plays a part in our relationships and how we build relationships with people, each other, and people that we deal with or we meet. Um, but you never be afraid to tell a person that you might not want to do this no more. You might not want to be in the relationship no more. It's better to tell a person that and then move on, and then you can do what you like to do, and you ain't got to worry about cheating and chilling. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down, being 100. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping 100. You ain't got to worry about that. So you know what I mean? Just do the right shit. You know what I'm saying? If you love Shorty or if you love Homeboy, then stand by that. You know what I'm saying? And if it can't work, then y'all separate. Communication is the best thing, man. You talk to each other about it, and if y'all can come with agreement, then it's best y'all part, then part. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can make it work, then try to make it work, but try to make it work all the way. You know what I'm saying? So you already know, yo, this was me finishing off, you know, to cheating and chilling and shit because the joint went out for a minute. So I didn't want to lose the 23 minutes. It's still regular real shit. So I'm giving y'all regular real reason. I didn't want to lose the minutes that I already did. I put in 23 minutes of that, so I kept it and I just post that and I just said I'll finish it off and y'all catch on to it like that. Hopefully y'all do. So y'all already know, yo, it's BX Juice. I'm not a blood or a crip or none of that shit. I pop off regardless. I'm a Bronx kid. You heard? You already know, man. Thank you for tuning in. Yo, shout out to the Chocolate Mary Poppins and my brother K-Son. You heard? Shout out to the whole Bronx, the whole NYC. Yo, shout out Connecticut, yo. You already know it's BX Juice. Bah.